My name is Lamar Burko, founder of LB Jewelers, born and raised in Southwest London, and I've just created the biggest rope chain in the world.
LB Jewelers.
Alright, so let's talk about it. One of the most legendary pieces in the hip hop game, the rope chain. You know that twisted gold chain that you've been seeing since the 70s and 80s, but believe it or not, it didn't actually start in the hip hop scene. It's been around for thousands of years. The rope chain design goes way back. Historians trace its roots back to ancient Egypt, where artisans would twist fine pieces of gold spirals to form a necklace. This was a sign of wealth, protection, and divine favor. I'm talking way back through the medieval and the Renaissance era. So by the time it had hit modern fashion, it had already been carried through centuries. Now let's take it back to the 1970s/80s, the birth of hip hop in the Bronx, New York. Now you know hip hop's all about expressing yourself, being flashy, being bold. But life was rough, there wasn't much money around, so by the time the artists started to make money from their music, they wanted to express themselves. They wanted people to see it. And gold became the perfect way to do that. And nothing hit harder than a rope chain. And you know it's big, it's twisted, it's yellow gold, it's impossible to ignore. And back then, when it comes to hip hop, Curtis Blow was one of the first people to wear gold chains. But we had icons like Run DMC, LL Cool J, Eric B, Rakim, and none other than London's legend, Slick Rick. They're the ones that made the rope chain that true defining symbol, that signature piece in hip hop. And this wasn't just jewelry, these were trophies. It screamed, I made it, I've come from nothing, and now I'm here. And in hip hop, that shine meant respect. But that's what hip hop was built on, community, resilience, and pride. But there's an even deeper message here. Across African traditions, it was never about decoration. It's never been about that. It represented heritage, power, and spiritual protection. So for many black artists, it wasn't about just flexing. It was about reconnecting with history, reclaiming their royal roots, and celebrating self-made success. The rope chain became a modern crown, forged from history and culture. But as hip-hop grew, jewelry got wilder, from the platinum to the designs to the watches. One of the designs that never changed was the rope chain, and that's because it's embedded in hip-hop's DNA. It's legacy, it's classic, and it's timeless. And this goes way back from ancient Egypt all the way to the Bronx, New York. But now we're changing all of that, and now we're connecting this with the UK, because I've just created the biggest diamond cut rope chain in the world. Now what you see behind me, it's a rope chain, you're right, but it's not just any old rope chain. This is a diamond cut rope chain. And if you know anything about diamond cut rope chains, you'll know how difficult it is to get it with that flat edge at such a large size and a heavy weight. Now, this took over 1.4 kilos of pure 24 karat gold. That's what's gone in to make this. This weighs just under 3.2 kilograms. Yeah, you heard me right, 3.2 kilograms. So right now, I'm about to peel the plastic off. These are brand new scales. This has never been done before. I've not seen anybody in the world do a diamond cut rope chain of this size and this weight. I've seen many rope chains, I've seen 1 kilo, 2 kilos, but I've never seen a 3.2, and I definitely have never seen anybody attempt to do this diamond cut. Now the process of what we went through to build this, you know, we came into a few issues when I first was trying to make it. No workshop even wanted to take the job. No one was even confident that they could do it. First I had to make it in silver, I had to get the cast, because it had to be hand done to make sure that this is even possible. I had to make sure that it had a twisting lock. Now most people would just take the easy route and do a trigger lock. But me personally, I don't like to do that, and I didn't want to stamp my name on such a large chain and such a heavy chain on a trigger lock. And I also wasn't sure if that would be solid enough to hold that type of weight. So I said, you know what, let's cast a lock, but the lock needs to be heavy enough to carry the weight, and it needs to bear a little bit of movement so that it sits right and it sits firm. So when we did that, at first, it was coming out at just under 1 kilo. Now that's crazy. So, you know, through hours of engineering, we was able, through technology, to bring the lock down to about 400 grams. Now, for those of you that don't know, half a kilo is the weight of most of these 22, 23, and 24.5 mm Cubans. And for a lock to be half a kilo alone, it speaks for itself. And towards the end of it being done, it took about 8 weeks. He called me up and he said, look, LB, I want you to make sure that it's wearable. So I said, when you say wearable, what do you mean? Because number one, any chain you get is wearable. It's not going to be 16 inches. So then he said, no, I just want to make sure that it's at a decent length. I said, you know what? I'd rather be safe than sorry. Let's add 2 more inches just so I know that you're happy and I'm happy with the product that I'm giving you. Now, as you know, 100 grams right now and the new gold price is crazy. 200 grams, even crazier. So he said, you know what, you're right. It's go hard or go home, let's do it. So it could have come a little bit over 3.2, a little bit under. Now, when we first made it, it was actually 3.4 kilos. But through filings, we lost about 10%, maybe just under 10%. And that's filings to get it to the right shape so that it's got the flat, sharp edges, flat surface. And every time you polish it, as you know, you're gonna lose a bit of gold. So I didn't want to keep polishing it. In the end, it came out just under 3.2 kilos. Every inch was about 100 grams extra, added 2 more inches. And then yeah, the chain was complete, man. And as you know, this has never been done in the UK before. And it's never been done anywhere in the world, especially not a diamond cut rope chain. And that's the key word here, diamond cut rope chain. Not in the UK, not in America, and not in Canada, nowhere. Do I think this will bring rope chains back? Me personally, yes. And the reason being is I'm a trendsetter. I set trends, I don't follow them. I've always been a leader, I've never been a follower. And as you know, right now, the most popular chains are Cuban chains and diamond tennis chains. They're the most popular. But what I do think is about to happen is everybody's gonna start going back into weights, and they're gonna start going back into plain gold. And whether that be plain gold big Cubans or plain gold big rope chains. And I'd like to see people challenge this. Me personally, I'd actually like to see people try and make something bigger. And if you do, make sure it's a diamond cut rope chain. Don't come with the spiral one. We don't want to see that. Like I said, I'm an innovator in a game. You know, there's a lot of things that I've done that people haven't seen, even things like Snapchat. The way people sell jewelry now, everybody uses social media. We used to rely on foot flow to sell jewelry, but now we're relying on social media, or we're using social media, I should say. And I was the first person to use Snapchat. You know, I was grossing over 47 million views a month. I'm the most subscribed jeweler in the whole country on Snapchat, you know, so these are things that are innovated and everybody followed. So I think this is about to be the exact same. A lot are gonna have a lot to say. Some people are gonna challenge it, but hey, it is what it is. My name is Lamar Burko, and I've just made the biggest diamond cut rope chain in the world.